folks, welcome to the channel. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, and let me sport this for you. Just wanted to show you the shirt David Christine Emsweiler sent to me a couple years back. Every so often I have to trot it out, and I do wear it, like in my own home and around and stuff like that. But for the channel, I'm normally wearing like a, jacket over it. But anyhow, I'm styling it today. George Woodruff, GW, made a gift to the channel for me to do this song of George Jones, because George Jones is his favorite artist by far. So George Woodruff, who I call GW, makes a number of gifts to the channel for me to do George's songs. Not exclusively the Possum, but some others as well, but predominantly George Jones. And you can't go wrong with George. The Ghost of Another Man. Ooh, this is going to be painful. It just is. And George, yeah, as far as the gifts go, there are two payments that are showing up as pending. And so they haven't gone through yet, but maybe they will. I don't know. You could pay attention on your end to see how that goes. But I'm going to knock this one out, and then we'll just see how the other things go. So this is my best way to communicate right now. Anyhow, so no big whoop. We'll figure this out. But I'm going to get to this one because I'm curious about it. And George Jones is just George Jones. And I think his nickname of the Possum is hilarious. I don't know why. It doesn't even fit him. But when you say the Possum, you're like, yeah. That's George Jones. You immediately, like Bocephus, with Junior. You automatically associate him with it.
He's living in that big old house that he knows was built by me.
Oh!
He's playing with the baby that belongs to her and me. At night, he loves a woman that was held by these two hands.
Yeah.
It must be living hell to live with the ghost of another man.
Ow.
My name is in the sidewalk out by the patio. He can't help but see what's still there of me everywhere he goes.
I was wondering too, like, who's living with the ghost of another man? Is it the guy that's living in the house that he built? Or is it him living with the ghost of another guy who's taken over his stuff? It could go either way, and maybe it will be both ways. But with this thing here with his name is in the cement out by the patio and stuff, it's like, oh, I think the guy living in the house is the one living the ghost of another man, because he didn't build this stuff. He didn't make the baby. None of that. And yet he's just sort of like moved in. And that's the nature of life, love, if you will, relationships starting up after this woman and the guy divorced. I don't know if this is a true story in George's life, but hey, it applies to a number of situations. So, all right, let's get back into this one and see who it's really referring to. But I think it's the new dude.
He'd gladly walk through hell and back to forget what he can't stand. It must be a living hell to live with the ghost of another man. Surely I must haunt him when they turn out the lights. I'm time. And he wonders if he just loved her, oh, as good as I loved her then.
Yeah.
It must be a living hell to live with a ghost of another man.
It might not be for him, though.
Be a living hell to live with the ghost of another man.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know if it'd be live in hell, though, because even though he didn't create the stuff, but there was a process by which he moved in with the woman and the baby and all that stuff. Whether he was cheating with her or what the circumstances are, I don't know. But if he just sort of like seized an opportunity and maybe the woman was vulnerable and she's raising this kid alone and, so he sort of seized the opportunity to move in there and have a place to live and whatever, it could go any way. He could be an honorable guy who really does love this woman and he accepts her circumstances and he may not love it. But, no guy really would love that. Just the idea even that the woman was with another guy. It's like, oh, God, I don't even want to think about that. But it is the way it works in life. I mean, she's got a baby. He knew that much. And so, of course, she slept with another guy. And as you get a little further along in life, and that's how it works. And then you have to make peace with it. And he may have been able to make peace and complete peace with the fact that, this is where she's at and I love her. She's a good woman. I'd like to have a start with her. I'll accept the child and that it's not even the house that I built. And then maybe we'll move into our own home down the road. You never know. But I love that this topic was covered in a song. That's the thing about traditional. And music generally, but traditional really covers a lot of these relationship issues. The songwriters just get after it, and then you put it in the hands of a guy like George, and it instantly becomes an idea that circulates because his songs circulate, so it gets out there. But I don't automatically assume that this other guy is somebody who usurped all this other stuff and just took advantage. But if you're the guy who built the house and made the baby and held the woman in your arms and loved her and all that, and now no longer can, you might be hoping that breaks up so you get another shot at her. But this guy has to see the fingerprints or not fingerprints, but his name is written in the cement. So unless I'm missing a detail here, this was really well crafted of a song, GW. Even though there are some assumptions seemingly made in here, like you sort of get the feeling that this other guy's a bad guy, but he may not be. He may be a really good guy. I mean, there's a reason he's not living in the house anymore and raising his own kid. Something went wrong. Now, it could have been entirely her, and it might not have been. It could have been mostly him. Maybe he cheated. Whatever. Maybe there was mutual, a normal breakup. But she's not going to live alone her whole life, and she wants a father for her kid or a father figure. Anyway, and she wants a man to hold her, and she wants a man to hold. It's the way it works. So, all right, GW, I'm going to rate this one. And the number that popped into my head was a 9.2, which surprises me a bit, but in another way it doesn't, because this was a topic that hasn't been covered from this perspective as far as I recall. So, and I love that. I love new. I do. I love new and creative. Not just new, but creative. So, there we go. All right. GW, thank you, my friend. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video, and keep rocking the country.